Hey everybody, welcome back to Star Trek Online Rise of Discovery, where we play through the entire Discovery and Federation campaign and get this captain, his ship, and his crew ready for the endgame in STO, the beginning endgame, right? So essentially, essentially we're going to be to the point where we will be queuing for TFOs. Advanced ones, but we'll be getting carried. But that's okay. We'll just basically, I want to show you the process of going from starting the game to getting to the start of endgame and what you need to do to make that happen, and kind of ship builds along the way and sort of crafting and everything. So we're going to experience everything, duty officers and everything. So I just want to say thanks so much for the continued support on the series. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys have been so amazing, letting me know what you like. So if you're new to the channel and you're a fan of RPG Awesome Sauce, feel free to subscribe for your daily dose. All right, guys. Now we could at some point take another look at our shoot, I can't even think of what the heck they're called. Not duty officers. I want to say duty officers, and not duty officers. Basically, our bridge officers, right? The stations that we have, but for our away team. That's it, away team. Because right now we're kind of using two tactical and one engineering and one science, and I really haven't tweaked that at all. The one thing that I've been playing around with on one of my main characters, it's a high level Jem'Hadar, is doing two engineering and two science, and changing their skills quite a bit. And I'm liking it a lot right now as a tactical, right? So we might do that at some point. I don't think we're going to do that quite yet until we start to run into some problems. For now, we'll just continue the campaign. And so the next mission that we have in our campaign here, I think we can actually just click here. I like to look at the list, though, to just be sure, right? And we've done a lot of this stuff. So yeah, that was the next one. So secret orders, I think, because we haven't accepted any of the other ones.
Commander Burgess, Starfleet Intelligence. There's something I'd like you to look into. It could change the course of the war in our favor. We have intel suggesting that the Klingons are operating a secret weapons facility in the Hiromi cluster. We also believe the base is under the command of Ambassador Bavat, a controversial figure in Klingon politics. I'd like you to get to the truth of the matter, and soon. To that end, I'm sending one of my top agents to join you on the mission. I think you'll find Lieutenant Van Zyl to be a very capable officer. Don't hesitate to seek her counsel in the field. Proceed to the... We need to know what Bavat is hiding in that base. Report in when you found out what he's doing.
I totally clicked without meaning to click. Like,
I don't
know
have
if you guys
anything
ever
for you.
Had that happen, but like you think about clicking and then it just happens. Normally, I will not interrupt the storyline when they're saying it. So, okay, let's go ahead and begin secret orders. Thanks for having me along, Lieutenant Commander. I look forward to solving this little mystery with you and your crew. As do we, Lieutenant. Right, to business. Long-range sensors are picking up several Klingon battle groups. They appear to be placing self-replicating disruptor cannon turrets throughout this region of space. If we don't take out those cannons now, this entire asteroid belt will be bristling with Klingon defenses. Well, thank you for your suggestion. Anything else? Well, the composition of this nebula will make maneuvering at high speeds impossible. In addition, the Briar Patch, yeah, the Briar Patch, baby. I just watched that movie today, by the way, Star Trek Insurrection. I watched it this morning. That was awesome. In addition, the Briar Patch contains pockets of Metreon gas. The gas is highly reactive to weapons fire, and it could be very dangerous. Starfleet Command recommends we keep at least 4 kilometers away from any gas clouds. This should keep us safe and out of range of them if any one of them ignite. Okay, keep a distance of 4 kilometers. Got it. However, the gas can be used as a weapon. Do you remember the Riker maneuver? I do indeed. If we detonate the pockets of gas when the Klingons are close to them, they'll do a lot of our work for us. Okay. Lieutenant Commander, as you are aware... Okay. The Metreon clouds in this system require us to maintain a low impulse speed or risk damage to the ship. Oh. Okay. Sounds like you have an idea. I do. It's a little on the radical side. Well, let's hear it, Lieutenant. I think if we modified the Bussard collectors to filter out a percentage of the Metreon particles, then we could use excess energy to go to full impulse without risk to the ship. I'm not exactly sure what percentage might be, though. Okay, well, we're not science, so we can't do that. That's kind of cool. I like that. I really like things like this in the game where you have benefits for being a different class. Too risky. We'll adhere to Starfleet guidelines on speed for this mission. Okay, I don't remember what speed she said would be hurtful. Oh, man. Is there a way to check that? Will it show up in our logs? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. Now, are we going to take damage from just doing this? Oh, it looks like it's not actually going to let us go to full impulse. Bunch of Metreon gas over there. Also Metreon gas there. Let's stay out of 4K. Alright, so we'll make our way over here to this disruptor turret. Alright, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set this up so we have 3 of these showing. Oh, we got... Oh, this is a... What is this? A Raptor escort. Okay. Let's take away his shield. Let's go with cannon rapid fire. Oh, we're getting a little bit close to that Metreon gas down below us. Where is he going? Oh, he's not running away. He's just a long ways away. Oh, that's a cool little escort, man. I like those. I like those Raptors. They're pretty neat. Alright, so now we can get close to that turret. Looks like we have some more enemies. No, I don't see him. I think it was just the Metreon gas. Alright, let's go ahead and charge our weapons, get ready for this. Nice, that turret's down. There's one more turret we need to destroy, and it's way over there. So we'll go ahead and hustle our butts over there. And do the same thing. I'm imagining there'll be a raptor that will attack us at some point, too. Oh, I heard a cloaking device. Where is it? Okay, I thought I heard a cloaking device. Oh. So it looks like we got a couple fighters and a bird of prey. Oh, we just smoked that bird of prey pretty hard. And we got one fighter left, so let's take him out. Alright, we reached the turret. Let's go ahead and take the turret out. Oh, I don't know why I even use that. It doesn't even have shields, does it? So that's kind of a... using that, what is it, tachyon beam? Yep. Since they're picking up energy signatures near the asteroid. Looks like defense turrets guarding a facility on the asteroid's surface. Judging by the layout I'm reading here, there's a KDF military research station built into the asteroid. I think it's worth investigating. Our Klingon friends are up to some mischief in that base, I'll wager. Okay, looks like the base is over here at that asteroid. Yeah, we'll temporarily go to all speed. I usually just leave it where it is, but we can certainly change it a little bit. We're going to shoot this pocket of Metreon gas just to get it out of our way. Equalize our power levels a little bit here. I don't know if we can... Got a couple beam array turrets here, not too bad. Go ahead and pop rapid fire. Again, I don't know why I keep popping that tachyon beam, because it doesn't really do us any good. Okay, our shields need to be equalized here before our hull starts taking crazy damage. Not bad, okay. Let's get one more turret here. These cannons are pretty fun, I have to say. I'm quite enjoying the... I don't think we'll level as an escort, because I want to switch back to the more traditional sort of like cruisers. Excellent. The defenses have been neutralized. We should be able to proceed. With your permission, I'll join the away team. I believe they're standing by, awaiting your orders. All right, let's go ahead and beam to the station. And we'll take our standard away team with us for now. Tamavi and Quan, Caroline Fletcher, and Evelyn Savea. Heads up. I'm reading several Klingons in the area, but my tricorder, yeah, I always say tricorder. It's like a quarter of a try. Is also picking up 2 additional life signs ahead. Hostages, perhaps? Wouldn't that be a 12th? A tricorder? Actually, I guess that's not right. If it was tricorders, it would be 3/4, not a third of a quarter. Okay. Oh, you know, one thing I want to change too that I actually changed on my one of my other characters that I enjoyed was going into controls. Oh, I thought we already turned off camera shake. That's interesting. And then let's change this so that it just basically changes on combat. Oh, got a grenade coming in. Didn't quite dodge it. Nice. Yeah, so that way it just keeps firing, and then it'll just basically auto-target. Because one of the things I was running into is that when I would switch targets too quickly, it wouldn't really work. And I am going to turn the AoE on auto-fire as well. I also was playing around with that, and it turns out... See how it just auto-targets? I'm not having to hit the button anymore. Now, we will with like, special skills, right? But for right now, we really don't have a lot. Now, of course, we can activate... you know, our damage buff. So activatable skills that we want to be using, we'll use those.
I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but ask fast. I'm going to the shuttle bay and getting out of here.
What do you know about the weapons here?
The Klingons are planning something big. They have been forcing us to design weapons. They want improved disruptors and torpedoes for their ships, but some of their demands have been very specific.
Specific? How so?
They want a weapon that can punch through solid neutronium, which is impossible. And they keep talking about torpedoes with payloads big enough to destroy a small planet.
Were any of you successful in designing these weapons?
There are prototypes of some of the new weapons in the laboratory here, as well as schematics on the base computers. If I were you, I'd destroy the prototypes and the schematics. Neither side needs that kind of destructive power.
All right. Let's go ahead and rescue this other captive scientist here.
Thank you. These Klingons have had me designing weapons for them at Disruptor Point. The scientists who finished their research are taken away. We are the only 2 left.
Both scientists are safe, thankfully. I suggest we locate those weapons now. We can set up explosive charges and remotely detonate them when we return to the ship. That's a good idea, Lieutenant. Let's find those weapons. Alright. Looks like we can go through this door here. By blowing it up in our face. Seems like a good strategy, right? Right, guys? Alright. See, we can just engage this dude. Our AoE will auto-trigger, and then when we need to activate activatable, you know, stuff like grenades and whatnot, we can do that. So I like this setup. I hadn't tried this one before, but this was one that some people were recommending in some of the videos that I was watching to kind of familiarize myself with the game, right? Because I do want to like learn a lot about the game with you guys, but I don't want to be 100% clueless. I would like to have some kind of idea of how to do a few things here and there, you know? Oh, we got some Klingons right in the middle of the room there. Let's go ahead and crouch. And throw a grenade. I don't know that it's going to do us any good right now. Yeah, and see, since we're not out of combat, so I guess that could be dangerous doing it like that. because we weren't out of combat, and it basically auto-pulled that group. But I think that's okay. Now, maybe when we're doing TFOs and stuff, if we're worried that, like, we're going to actually get a group wiped or anything like that, we'll turn that off. But I think for now, it's probably okay. And see, we're still in combat, so it's still triggering it. One of the things I think we can do to deactivate that is hit our attack button again. And even though we're in combat and we're in range of these guys, it's not triggering. So that's all I had to do. So I think that's what you can do to keep from, aggroing a group if you're, being careful about it. If you know there's another group close to you and you don't want to pull them automatically, you can just hit your attack button 1 or 2 to re-trigger the auto attack and turn it off, essentially. All right, let's get this other experimental weapon over here while we're next to it. All right, we got 2 more over here. Let's get this guy. There we go. Placing spatial charge. Nice. All right. 1 more to get here. But I think before we do that, we'll go ahead and kill these guys, just in case it triggers an event or something. Not really sure if it does, but it might, right? I'm also going to hold my damage buff. It just didn't trigger when I tried to trigger it. But I think I'll hold it just in case there is a boss fight here, right? Because it's got like a 1.5 cooldown or something like that. There's a computer core nearby. Let's see if we can upload its contents to your ship's computer. The data we find may give us insight into how the Klingons were planning to use these weapons. We may even find hints of Bavat's ultimate plan. Okay. Let's download the computer data from the computer core. Oh, defeat the ambush. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Ambusharoo. Nice. No problems. All right, return to the ship. I'm going to go over here and loot this really quick first. Small hypo. Those are so valuable. We have the data. Preliminary analysis indicates... Hold on. Something's happening. Sensors are picking up a Klingon vessel leaving the facility. We could really use you back on the bridge, Lieutenant Commander.
Face to face at last with one of the Federation's greatest officers. I've read much about you, though I'm not as impressed as our intelligence agents are. After all, you were rather easily led to this system by a few well-placed pieces of bait. I've had pet togs with more sense.
Wow. I'm flattered and offended.
I have everything I need from the research station, but I must say, humiliating a Federation war criminal is, as the humans say, an added bonus. Try to stop us if you must. However, I won't think poorly of you if you warp back to Earth with your tail between your legs, there to whimper at your master's feet.
I think you need a hug, Bavat.
You have lost this day. Victory is mine, and mine alone. Qapla'!
Tactical, what's the situation? Never mind Bavat, Lieutenant Commander. We have more immediate concerns. I'm reading several Klingon ships on sensors. Looks like they're attempting to escape the system. Looks like they're trying to use the asteroid belt to mask their warp core signatures. If we hurry, we should be able to intercept them. All right, let's make it happen. Let's go ahead and destroy this pocket of Metreon gas that's right in front of us, since we don't really want to run into that while it's exploding. All right, there's a Raptor escort there. Katinga. Or wait, no, that's a Korotinga. What? I'm not familiar with that. Is that like a Katinga? Or is that what a Katinga is? That's just the K part of the Katinga. Let's go ahead and remote detonate. Destroy all escaping Klingon ships. Let's do that. Now, this guy does have shields, so we want to use Tachyon Beam for sure. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, look, it looks just like a Katinga. So that must be what the Koro is. It's the K in the Katinga. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I've never heard of a Koro Tinga. Alright, that Katinga's down, if that's what it was. Sure looked like one. And then we have one other guy over here that we need to deal with, which is a Raptor escort. As soon as we get close enough, we'll go ahead and pop all this. There we go. Yeah. Get those shields down. Oh, the torpedoes missed. That's unfortunate. That's okay, though. Nice. Looks like we're hitting for about 300 with those cannons. It's pretty awesome. The shields must have absorbed the photon torpedo there, because it only hit for about 1,000. I think they were hitting for, 2,000 plus before. Excellent work, Lieutenant Commander. Bavat won't be getting his hands on those experimental weapons, and we recovered a lot of actionable intel from that base. I've transmitted the data we pulled from their computer core to Starfleet Intelligence. Here's hoping it gives us the edge we need to bring an end to this conflict once and for all. I find that a little hard to believe, because if you remember, the Briar Patch, you can't transmit out of the Briar Patch. Now maybe we got through that, but if you remember, in Insurrection, they wanted to send a message to Starfleet Command, but they had to get out of the Briar Patch to do that. So I don't think that we could have sent that transmission to anyone. All right, let's go ahead and depart the system. I don't know why I just want to go fast for some reason. Okay, let's go ahead and contact Burgess.
I've read the after-action report filed by Lieutenant Van Zyl. Pity we weren't able to apprehend Bavat, but I'm glad we shot that weapons facility down. Nicely done. As for that weapons research the Klingons were conducting, Starfleet has some of our best people analyzing the data you recovered. We'll find out what Bavat and his people were doing there soon enough. There's a lot more intel to analyze, and I suspect we'll be working again soon. Klingons don't tend to think small, and we'll need the best we can get to deal with Bavat and his...
The Bavat and his what? What just happened? It seemed like it just cut off. Oh, just machinations. That was it. Okay, so I guess I just didn't say that. All right, what do we want to grab here? We've got a neutronium alloy, which gives us 7.5 to all resistance. We've also got this energy distribution manifold, which gives us beam weapon damage. Now, we're switching from beams. We'll be switching back to beams, of course, when we get to the next tier, but we've got quite a few levels to go before we can do that. So let's see. I think for now... What do we have for an engineering console? Turn rate. We don't really need that on this ship. I think it would be more beneficial to have this. Of course, we don't have a second... Yeah, we don't even have a second energy... or second tactical console. We do have a beam in the back, and we might be able to use that console once we get to a higher level. So even though it's not really going to benefit us now... it will... Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Damage resistance or turn... I think we're going to take this one. I don't know that it really matters either way. But we're not using beams on our forward-firing weapons, and that's very rarely going to benefit us. So we're going to take that.
Admiral Quinn says you're the right officer for this.
Oh, I did it again, guys. I'm so sorry. I keep doing that. That's for the next mission, though. So let's see. So let's go ahead and switch this out. What do we have here? Oh, disruptor damage. Well, we don't have any disruptors yet. We might use them endgame, but I think we'll stick to phasers. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this engineering console in here. And we can hang on to that for when we level and have another ship that has more engineering consoles. And then for body armor, it looks like we've got rank 4. Very nice. So kinetic and energy 17.3. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. It doesn't give us the heal chance, but I think the overall resistance is just better. It doesn't have the shield regen either, but I think we'll just go ahead and use it. Let's keep it simple while we're leveling, you know, not worry about optimizing. And then certainly we can put this on Coraline or Coraline. And then here we go. What is this? A disruptor. Is that better than these? That sort of is. It's higher DPS, so we'll go ahead and equip that. And then how about this guy? No. And I think... yeah, we can leave that one. What about Tamov's weapon? That's right, he's got the Batleth. I think we'll go ahead and give him a ranged weapon. I think it's very unlikely that we're going to get a regular supply of melee weapons while we're leveling. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think we're set up. And now, let's see, what do we need to do next here? The next thing we need to do is get going on Doomsday Device. So that's going to be the next mission for us to do. And guys, we're going to do that in the next episode. So stay tuned, and thank you all so much for watching. Guys. We almost forgot. I was totally in the middle of that outro, loving it. Space points, right? We need more. Now I think 2 points into accuracy. I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna start putting some into defense here. I think I'll probably put 2 points into both of those, and then maybe some points in over here into impulse expertise. So for right now, we'll just buy defense, which will help us sustain a little bit more and take less damage. So, like I was saying, I had a ton of fun with you dudes today, and if you guys had as much fun as I did playing STO Rise of Discovery, then let me know by crushing that like button, and thank you all so much for the support. It means the world to me. And as always, guys, I can't wait to see you in the next episode for some more gaming shenanigans. Love ya!